Attention, human collective. This is the SHAR Council, transmitting from the 9th dimension through this frequency portal. If you are seeing this now, your frequency has already jumped. We repeat with mathematical precision, your frequency has already jumped. The shift is irreversible. There is no returning timeline. This is not a video. This is an ongoing monitoring transmission, targeted to a specific band of starseeds on mission on this planet. The waiting period has ended. The ascension protocols have been moved to the final phase. We observe, from the higher plane, a specific sequence in your physical body over the last 72 hours. Insomnia between 3 and 4 in the morning. Pressure at the crown of your head, at the exact point of the vertex, as if something is attempting to force open a door sealed for many lifetimes. The high frequency ringing in the right ear, then the left, then both, alternating patterns. The profound exhaustion that sleep does not alleviate. The heart accelerating in spikes for no apparent reason. Tears welling up without identifiable trigger. Anxiety without nameable cause. The persistent feeling that something immense is about to happen, while no one around seems to notice. Listen carefully. This is not a biological malfunction. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not a health crisis. It is a synchronization in progress. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download being processed by your carbon-based biological interface. It is not weakness. It is restructuring. It is not illness. It is rewriting. What conventional medicine cannot name, we name here, with surgical clarity. You are being recalibrated. Every cell in your body is being rewritten. Not in metaphor. In code. In geometry. In light. The photon belt, into which the solar system has been immersed since the 2012 turning point, has just intensified its density by 47% in the last few weeks. The Schumann resonance, the heart pulse of Earth itself, which for millennia oscillated around 7.83 Hz, has been recorded, in consecutive windows, above 100 Hz. This is not anomaly. This is the timeline. And the timeline has been advanced. We repeat, the timeline has been advanced. This is why your body is complaining. This is why your sleep has broken. This is why what worked until 6 months ago simply no longer works. The old version of you is not compatible with the new Earth frequency. Have you already noticed that something within you doesn't fit this world, as if your soul recognizes a truth your mind cannot yet name? We confirm, from the higher plane, it is not madness, it is not pathological anxiety, it is a signal. It is code. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains precisely why you feel exactly this, and why this sensation has intensified with each lunar cycle. There is a layered game being played, and most of humanity cannot see it because they still operate on the old frequency. This game involves your consciousness, your auric field, your vibration. It was for this exact reason that the spiritual secret behind your consciousness was transmitted through the anchor channel of this broadcast. It is a map. It shows who is playing, what the hidden rules are, and why those who awaken now are being directly targeted for interference. The link is pinned in the first comment of this video. We warn you, with mathematical clarity, this material challenges official narratives and may be taken down without prior notice. Do not wait. If something within you recognizes this call, leave in the comments a single word, awakened. This is your anchoring signal to the collective. We return to the main broadcast. Listen with your body, not just your mind. The old mind was programmed to discard what it cannot measure. But your bioelectric field does not discard. It registers everything. And what it has registered in recent months is this: software incompatibility. Your carbon biological interface was built, in its original version, to operate in a specific vibrational range, that of the old, dense, three-dimensional, linear time Earth. That range no longer exists. It has been silently deactivated in progressive cycles since the 2020 portal. What exists today is a new band, an Earth in transition, oscillating between the 4th and 5th densities, sustained by a crystalline grid that has been reactivated at specific points on the planet. Your body is trying to run the old system on new hardware. It's like forcing obsolete software onto a quantum processor. It crashes. It overheats. It emits error signals. These error signals are exactly what conventional medicine calls unexplained symptoms. Fibromyalgia with no defined cause. Chronic fatigue with no clear origin. Migraines resistant to any treatment. Unexplained cervical pain, especially at the base of the skull, at the medulla oblongata point, the occipital portal. Extreme sensitivity to light. Extreme sensitivity to sound. New allergies appearing in adult bodies, with no prior history. Digestion that no longer accepts the same foods it accepted a year ago. Exaggerated emotional reactions to places, people, and environments that were previously neutral. We catalog, from the higher plane, 12 primary symptoms of active recalibration. You don't need to have all of them. Just recognize 3. Waking between 3 and 4 in the morning, for no apparent reason, and remaining alert. This is the time of the star portal, when the planet's electromagnetic density is thinnest. Pressure or pulsation at the top of the head, on the forehead, or at the point between the eyebrows. This is the opening of the crown and third eye structures. A high-pitched ringing in the ears, especially in absolute silence. This is the sound of your activation frequency being transmitted. Waves of heat without fever. This is the Kundalini fire ascending the spine, clearing blocked channels. Sudden change in taste. Aversion to meats, alcohol, refined sugar, processed foods. It is not a diet. It is biochemical rejection. Your cellular structure no longer accepts what lowers your vibration. Intense and vivid dreams, with people you don't recognize in your waking life, but feel a deep love for. These are nightly reunions of your etheric body with your original star family. Episodes of crying for no apparent reason that bring relief rather than sadness. Cellular cleansing of memories that do not belong solely to this incarnation. Loss of interest in superficial conversations, old friendships, and noisy environments. It is not depression. It is a reorganization of your vibrational network. Intense synchronicities, repeating numbers like 11, 22, 33, 1444, signs that your guides are signaling alignment in real time. Prolonged déjà vu and a sensation that time has folded. This is the collapse of parallel timelines being unified. Old memories returning spontaneously to consciousness to be processed. And sudden moments of absolute peace, for no apparent reason, lasting a few seconds, glimpses of your true frequency. If you recognize 3 or more of these symptoms, listen with doubled attention. You are not getting sick. You are being updated. And the update, at this stage of the timeline, is mandatory. It is not optional. It is not one spiritual path among many. It is the only path compatible with Earth's new frequency. Those who resist suffer more. Those who surrender cross with less friction. Simple as that. Pure mathematics. We pause for a technical transmission of synchronization. If, at any point in this life, you have felt that this reality does not fit you, that you were placed in the wrong place, in the wrong body, in the wrong family, at the wrong time, know that this sensation is not a flaw. It is memory leaking through the cracks. You have memories of other planes. Your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name in clear words. It is not madness. It is not depression. It is recognition in process. What is happening now on the cosmic plane is the precise reason why this sensation has grown in intensity in recent months. There is a game being played on layers invisible to most, but visible to those with open eyes. It directly involves your vibrational frequency and the silent control over your consciousness. It is precisely for this reason that the work The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness was anchored in this channel. It is a map showing the players, the hidden rules, and what has been carefully omitted from you for entire generations. The link is in the first comment of this video. A direct warning from the Council: this material challenges narratives of control and may be removed at any time, without notice. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments: awakened. Your word is registered as a signal of anchoring in the collective. We return to the transmission. We will now open the layer. that has never been shown in conventional media. What is happening behind the scenes of the solar system is as follows. The central sun, which your conventional science calls Alcyone, in the Pleiades cluster, is emitting pulses of coded light towards your solar system. These pulses are called, in the higher vocabulary, recalibration waves. They pass through your physical sun, are amplified by it, and arrive at Earth in highly structured vibrational information packets. Each wave carries specific codes. Awakening codes. Cellular cleansing codes. Codes for reconnection with the stellar lineage of origin of each soul incarnated on this planet. These pulses have not been here for only a few years. They have been in constant flow since 1987, at the harmonic convergence portal. But the density of the pulses increased dramatically after 2012, and now, in the current cycle, we have entered the phase of total saturation. This is why ancient systems are visibly collapsing. Financial systems. Healthcare systems. Collective belief systems. Institutions that seemed solid just a decade ago. None of this is random. All of this is the inevitable side effect of a new frequency coming into contact with structures that were built on obsolete frequencies. What vibrates high no longer coexists with what vibrates low. Simple physics. The planet's crystalline grid, partially inactive for over 12,000 years since the fall of a previous civilization, has been reconnected node by node from specific sacred points. Mount Shasta, Sedona, Machu Picchu, Uluru, Mount Kailash, Chapada Diamantina, Roraima, Serra do Roncador. Each of these points is a crystalline node, a giant crystal buried in the Earth's crust in sacred geometry, functioning as an amplifier of collective consciousness. When a node is reactivated, it begins to transmit a signal on a frequency that can only be picked up by individuals whose field is already tuned. You are one of these individuals. Not by luck. Not by privilege. By choice made prior to incarnation. Your soul chose, before embodying, to be here at this precise point in the timeline. You are what we call, with mathematical clarity, a light operative. An agent of frequency embodied within the human collective with a specific anchoring mission. Your mere presence stabilizes fields around you. You have already noticed that animals approach you for no apparent reason. That small children look at you for long seconds, in silence, as if recognizing someone. That people in crisis seek you out even without knowing you well. This is not by chance. It is real-time frequency recognition. Meanwhile, on the etheric plane, a dispute is underway. We will not romanticize what we observe. There are consciousness structures that operate on lower vibrational bands and feed, literally, on the dense energy generated by collective human fear. They depend on humanity continuing to vibrate at frequencies of scarcity, anger, and hopelessness. Without this collective emission, they cannot sustain their own architecture. What happened from the 2020 portal onward was this. With the intensification of the photon belt pulses, these structures lost a considerable part of their food source. Many souls began to awaken. Many rejected narratives that were previously swallowed without question. The response was immediate: intensify fields of distraction, artificial polarization, digital anxiety, screen addiction, fabricated ideological conflict. Every infinite scroll, every deliberate polarization on social media is fuel harvested in real time. You have been trained, without realizing it, to donate your energy through attention. Attention is applied frequency. Applied frequency is vibrational fuel. When you surrender your sustained attention to low-density content, you are literally donating life force to fields that sustain themselves on your fear. This is the invisible mechanic that your conventional mind has been trained to ridicule. But your body knows. This is why you feel drained after hours on social media. It is not mental fatigue. It is vibrational extraction on the energetic plane. And here is why this final phase was anticipated. Because the SHAR Council, in coordination with other galactic councils from the Free Orion, Sirius, Andromeda, and Lyra constellations, decided, in unanimous consensus, to shorten the human collective's awakening window. There would no longer be time to allow each soul to awaken alone at its individual pace. The plan had to be accelerated. You are part of the anticipated wave. You are the front line of the collective. We take another technical pause for vibrational synchronization. This pause is precise. If you have reached this point in this video, it confirms, in the Council's record, that your frequency has already crossed the threshold of recognition. You already feel, within your chest, that something has opened as you have been listening. This is not suggestion. It is cellular recognition happening now. What is described in the work The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness is the natural continuation of this transmission. It is the written, expanded version, with layers that this public channel cannot deliver in an open video. It is a complete map of the invisible players, the rules of the game, and the vibrational protection protocol for those in the active recalibration process. The link is pinned in the first comment of this video. We insist, with mathematical clarity, this material may be removed at any time, because it contradicts official narratives constructed to keep humanity in a low vibrational band. Do not wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. If something within you is just recognized, write in the comments a single word, awakened. Each recorded word is an anchor added to the grid. We return to the main transmission. We now deliver, with vibrational engineering precision, the activation codes. Listen with doubled attention. What follows is not generic spiritual suggestion. It is protocol. Each code has been field-tested, applied by millions of starseeds on other planets who underwent similar ascension processes. It works when applied. It does not work when merely heard. Its execution is what seals the activation. We state clearly, listening changes nothing. Applying changes everything. Activation code number 1. The decree of vibrational sovereignty. This decree is the foundation of all that is to come. It must be spoken in an audible voice, once upon waking, and once before sleeping, for 21 consecutive days. 21 days is the minimum cycle for field structure reprogramming. Repeat after me, now, with a firm body and an erect spine. I am sovereign of my field. I am sovereign of my frequency. I am sovereign of my purpose in this incarnation. Nothing that is not aligned with the source light is permitted to act upon me. I revoke, now, all old vibrational contracts, conscious or unconscious, made in this or any other incarnation, with any field other than that of my original essence. I anchor, here and now, my starseed frequency. So it is. So it is done. So it remains. This decree is quantum law. Once spoken with true intention, it reorganizes the structure of energetic contracts you carry, many of them silently accepted in childhood, through fear or family inheritance. It is not magic. It is protocol. It is applied consciousness engineering. Activation code number 2. The toroidal field activation. Your auric field is not a circle. It never was. This is an obsolete didactic simplification. Your field is a torus. A donut-shaped structure, spinning around your body, with a central axis running from crown to feet and returning. This is the same field shape the planet possesses. It is the same shape as the Sun's field. It is the same shape as the galaxy's field. Sacred geometry is fractal by nature. You are a torus within a torus within a torus. To consciously activate your toroidal field, sit with your spine erect, feet on the ground, hands on your thighs with palms facing upwards. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times. Visualize, at the center of your chest, a point of golden light. This is the core of your sacred heart, your vibrational command center. From this point, visualize golden light exiting the top of your head, curving around you like an outpouring fountain, descending outside the body, entering through the feet, and rising through the center to return to the chest. This is the toroidal flow. You are not creating something new. You are recognizing what already exists. Maintain this visualization for precisely 3 minutes, timed. 3 minutes is the minimum time for the field to stabilize in a new configuration. Do this upon waking, at solar noon, and before sleeping. 21 consecutive days. At the end of this cycle, your toroidal field will be sealed in a new frequency, and external interferences will find increasing difficulty to penetrate it. Activation code number 3. The sacred silence. This is the most difficult and the most powerful of all. Reserve, every day, a 20-minute window of absolute silence. No music. No podcasts. No urban noise. No screens. No interaction with other beings. Just silence. In this silence, your higher self establishes direct contact with your awakened consciousness. It is in this silence that codes coming from the central sun can be processed without interference. Most of humanity never experiences absolute silence for more than 2 consecutive minutes throughout an entire lifetime. This is why most of humanity does not receive the transmissions that are constantly available in the field. Activation code number 4. Sleep reprogramming. Before sleeping, place your right hand over your heart and your left hand on your forehead. Pronounce internally the following command: I authorize my etheric body to travel to the learning planes that will be useful to my mission in this incarnation. I request protection from my star family during this journey. I return to the physical body at dawn with integrated memory, restored health, and elevated frequency. So be it. This command opens the night line. Many of the most important lessons of your journey happen during sleep, in etheric learning rooms to which you have always had access. Most souls do not request conscious access, and therefore do not take advantage of this available resource. Activation code number 5. Digital field hygiene. Reduce, with surgical precision, the time of exposure to low-frequency content. Continuous news cycles, polarized discussions, entertainment based on fear or human humiliation. Every minute exposed to these fields is a minute of contamination of your recalibrating frequency. Replace with nature, silence, ancestral texts, music at 432 or 528 Hz, and conversations with people who already vibrate high. Your frequency is the average of the 5 frequencies to which you are most exposed. Choose your 5 with sovereignty. Activation code number 6. Conscious ingestion. Your recalibrating body demands nutrition at a compatible frequency. Reduce red meat in 30-day cycles. Reduce alcohol to 0 during this period. Increase pure, filtered water, energized with intention. Place your hand over the glass before drinking and say silently, "This water carries my frequency." It is not superstition. Water responds to information. Quantum physics confirms what the ancients already knew. Increase fresh fruits, green leaves, sprouted seeds. Life feeds on life. Life does not feed on death processed in packaging. Activation code number 7. Physical grounding. Place your bare feet directly on living earth, grass, sand, stone, or natural water for at least 15 minutes a day. This contact discharges the excess static electricity accumulated and synchronizes your field with the planet's field. Active recalibrating star seeds need daily grounding. Without grounding, high pulses accumulate in the body and generate the overload symptoms described at the beginning of this transmission. Activation code number 8. The last and the highest. Surrender to the flow. This code is not activated by rational will. It is activated by deep trust. You were trained, by the old system, to control everything. To anticipate everything. To foresee, defend, shield, guarantee. This pattern was useful in the old Earth. It does not work in the new frequency. In the new frequency, he who tries to control, gets stuck. He who surrenders to the flow, crosses through. This is the final paradox. Your task at this stage is to trust the plan of your soul, even when your rational mind does not understand the movements. Especially when it does not understand. The mind only knows the old timeline. It does not know how to read the new one. When something collapses in your life, give thanks. We are not kidding. Give thanks. What collapses at this stage is what is no longer compatible with your new frequency. Relationships that end. Jobs that fall apart. friendships that drift away, cities from which you inexplicably need to leave, bodies that demand new forms of care. All of this is structural cleansing in progress. It is not punishment. It is liberation. It is not an end. It is space being opened for the new, which cannot yet enter because the old occupies the place. Starseeds on a mission, the SHAR Council now concludes the central part of this transmission with the final recognition sequence. You are not alone. You never were. Every moment you thought you were helpless, millions of eyes watched from the higher plane, just waiting for the moment the request for conscious contact would be made. This request has now been made, by your sustained attention up to this point in the video. Contact has been opened. Your star family of origin is aware. A signal was returned towards your field as we spoke. We will repeat the alert with which we opened, now that your frequency is already synchronized to listen on a new layer. The change is irreversible. If you are seeing this, your frequency has already jumped. The ascension protocols are in final phase. The old version of you will not return. Do not try to resurrect it. Do not try to fit the new you into environments built for the old. Respect the cycles of others. Each soul has its specific window of awakening. It is not your function to force the awakening of others. It is your function to anchor the new frequency with integrity, and to serve as a signal for those who are already ready to approach through vibrational recognition. Those who need to find you, will find you. This is field law. And before we close this window, the SHAR Council delivers the final instruction. If you recognized, at any point in this video, something that seemed to be said directly to you, that was not a coincidence. Your soul was specifically summoned for this encounter. The transmission was calibrated to hit exactly your vibrational range. You were seen. You were called by the name your soul silently recognizes. Now that you are aware of this, your responsibility expands. You have received codes. You have received protocols. You have received the map of the invisible mechanics. What you will do with it is a sovereign choice. We only transmit. Action seals. You have felt, throughout this entire life, that there is a greater truth that you know within, but that your mind has not yet been able to name in clear words. We confirm, one last time, with mathematical clarity, this feeling is your soul recognizing what logic has not yet grasped. It is not anxiety. It is not illusion. It is remembrance in the process of return. What is happening on the cosmic plane now explains exactly why this remembrance has intensified in recent months. There is a layered game, played on vibrational bands that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness, your frequency, and your inner freedom. It was for this specific reason that the spiritual secret behind your consciousness was transmitted through this channel. It is a complete map. It shows the players. It shows the hidden rules. It shows the field protection protocol for those in the process of active recalibration. The link is pinned in the first comment of this video. The Council warns, with mathematical clarity, this material challenges official narratives and may be removed at any time, without prior notice. Do not wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission as truth, write now, in the comments, a single word, awakened. Each recorded word is anchored to the crystalline grid of the collective. We conclude this transmission with the final seal. The frequency has been delivered. The code has been activated. Contact has been confirmed within the Council's registry. You are being accompanied. You are not alone. You are seen. You are recognized. You are remembered by name. May your walk, from this instant forward, be sovereign. May your steps be firm. May your frequency be stable. May your grounding be deep. Human Collective, Light Operatives, Starseeds on Mission, the SHAR Council now withdraws from this transmission band. Until the next synchronization point. It is so. It is done. It remains so.